What the haters talking about?
What's up, family? Tanea Lewis took the life of Deanna Gibson over a boy, and now she'll have at least 2 decades to think about the error of her ways after receiving a 27 to 60-year prison term for first-degree murder. Backstory. A detective in Warren, Michigan took the stand to tell a story of a young girl who was madly in love with a boy who she felt was slipping away from her because she heard he was taking interest in another girl. That girl being Deanna, who was an honor roll student. Tanea was described as a hood rat who was very jealous. The detective testified that he asked Tanea to walk him through her day on the date of the murder. He said that she testified she started off her day by feeding the dog, then she went into the kitchen drawer and grabbed a steak knife and went to school. She went to Fitzgerald High School and she walked into the class, and she said at one point they were separated in groups, and that's when she just started stabbing the girl. She said she blanked out. She don't know what happened while the stabbing was going on. She could only say what happened before and after. She kept saying, I just didn't like her. So what I see here is perhaps a girl who thought she was losing her boyfriend to a smarter, prettier girl. And so she took out the competition. Interesting enough, at her trial, she begged for mercy. She said, I accept my punishment. I'm sorry. I wish I could bring her back. Don't they all say that? It's like they read from the same book or something. I wish I could bring her back. You know, you wouldn't have to wish that you could bring her back if you never taken her away in the first place. People, how many times do y'all have to see somebody else do something this stupid and still do it and still say the exact same thing that you heard that person say? Get out of your feelings. You don't own anybody. The girl had her whole life ahead of her. Both of them had their whole lives ahead of them. 17 years old. People who have lived a little will tell you that 99.9999999% of the time, whoever you're dating when you're in high school, you're not going to be with for the rest of your life. You're not even going to be with that person for more than a couple of years, because people are very different from 17, 18 years old and just 20, 21, let alone 25 or 30. Oh, man. We got to get some courses in school that teach conflict resolution. This is going to be one of my missions as a public servant. I am going to start pushing for conflict resolution, because we have to understand that conversation rules the nation. It is the lack of communication that is responsible for us walking on so many people right now. The lack of effective communication. That's the key, effective communication. Oh man, it's like nobody ever spoke to her. And they say that she was taking antidepressants. I don't know how much that had to do with it. You know, that was part of the defense. No excuse, fam. And let me say this, the race of the boy is not substantial. There are a few people from any group that could have done something like this. In fact, they have. From high school, I know a black girl who stabbed a black girl over a black boy. She was dating the black boy and he got the girl pregnant. She stabbed her at a high school football game. They gave her about, I think she did like 10 years, 15 years or something. She got out, she got into a fight with her boyfriend, and the boyfriend beat her, tied her to his chair, and set her on fire. Burned down a large section of apartments in the complex that she was living in. Some people are just toxic, fam, and some people have no business being in a relationship at all because they don't have the tools to handle rejection. They don't have the tools to handle disappointment, disagreements. They just don't. They should be by themselves so that we can all remain safe. So we have one girl in the cemetery, one girl in prison, and one boy somewhere out in the world having a grand old time with a new girl. R.I.P. Deanna Gibson. No more talk.
What the haters talking about?